Milton Keynes is nearly 50 years old. A planned new town, since 1967 Milton Keynes has grown from 9,000 hectares of largely open countryside and existing villages. It is now home to over 250,000 residents in more than 100,000 homes, with the population growing year on year. There are 140,000 jobs across the borough, with major businesses attracted by the city's strategic location, its infrastructure, and the robustness of the local economy. 19 million people live within a 90-minute drive of the city, making it easily accessible for visitors to take advantage of the leisure and cultural facilities on offer. The urban area has a distinctive character, largely defined by the grid roads and linear parks which cross the city and have been embedded in the city's design since its beginnings. The city provides a good quality of life for residents, with access to open space, a range of leisure facilities and jobs, combined with ease of movement for the majority, making the city an attractive place to live. The rural area of the borough, with towns such as Olney, Woburn Sands and Newport Pagnell, retain much of their original character. These towns, along with the smaller rural settlements, provide a contrast to the rapid level of growth seen across the urban area. The development of the city has presented challenges. Opportunities for those without access to a car are sometimes limited by the grid roads and the low density of the city, which can make it challenging to operate successful public transport. Some areas of the city are in need of regeneration, with a need to bring about lasting improvements for all residents. Older town centres such as Bletchley have struggled to remain successful. Challenges also come from a changing policy context. This includes an ever-increasing pressure nationally to build more homes across the country to meet the needs of a rapidly growing population, with stringent government tests on land supply. There is also a need to ensure that there continues to be suitable land available to meet specific needs for a modern and dynamic economy. This will not be the first time the future of Milton Keynes has been considered. The last local plan in 2005 looked to build on the original strategic plan for the city. The designation of large new expansion areas to the east and west of the city, originally based around city streets with good access to high-quality bus routes, was a direct response to meeting significant housing need in a way which helped support improvements to public transport. The principle of strategic development areas continued in the core strategy in 2013. With the designation of the strategic land allocation to the southeast of the city, again incorporating a mix of land uses. These large strategic development areas also provide the opportunity to develop sustainable communities with a range of community uses planned to support the growth in housing. Other more controversial plans have been considered in recent years in response to regional plans. The redevelopment of city estates and growing the city into neighbouring areas have both been considered and dismissed by the council in the past as ways of meeting the needs of a growing population. The council now needs to start making more important decisions to guide the future of Milton Keynes. This is why we are talking to you now, to engage you in the process of preparing a new local plan for the borough. These decisions need to be made in light of the challenges faced by the city, but also guided by evidence. A need for additional housing land is generated by a growing resident population, creating 1,000 new households each year, combined with around 650 family households per year moving to the city. There is an ageing population with specific needs to support. Average job growth of 2,400 per year, with strong future growth prospects, means a continued need to make sure land is available for new employment buildings. Commuting levels are increasing, meaning the impact on the road network is a key consideration. Other council strategies also need to be considered. A partner to work with local residents and the council is currently being procured to help deliver regeneration on older estates. A transport plan is in place. There is a strategy for economic growth, and there are numerous other place-shaping strategies being implemented. The process will need to follow government guidance. Due process will need to be followed, evidence will need to be prepared and tested, all reasonable options considered, and everyone should have the opportunity to contribute to shaping the plan. To inform the process, we set out a series of questions in a number of topic papers currently out to consultation. Amongst other issues, they look at what principles should underpin growth, if we need to grow outside the city, where should this be, and how should regeneration be built into the future strategy for growth. We need to hear your views on how Milton Keynes should grow in the future. There are a number of ways to get involved, either here today or when you get home. You can respond online via our consultation portal, which is available on the Council website. After the consultation period ends in December, we will start developing the views expressed during the consultation and the evidence into options for the future development of the borough. There will be further public engagement as part of this process, with the aim of having a preferred option for the way forward identified by late summer next year, if possible. Thank you for taking the time to come in and see us today. Please read the topic papers, please respond, and help us to shape the future of Milton Keynes.